Huh?
I didn't start talking yet. You're supposed to wait till I start talking before you interrupt me. The curtain's been pulled back! Everything's wrong! Welcome to Nat19 Vestige of Ophiuchus Campaign 1.5 Session 40. We are still in our quote-unquote guest games, no longer featuring guests. Heckin'.
Yeah, get out of here.
Doing? How are you? You're you. We're us. I'm doing this thing again because I remembered it this week. You look good. Did you do something with your hair? This will be a thing. This is my intro. All right, game time. It's gonna be a thing.
It's not gonna be.
If I can remember it more than 2 weeks in a row, I can make it a thing. Actually, he's like, we're taking a break. Cool.
I'm not opposed to that.
You guys need to chill out and get your strength back.
Excellent. The help is most appreciated, Master Argo.
No problem. Actually, Flux and Aviana, can I talk to you two privately for a second?
Yeah, sure. Always.
Of course, Master Argo.
As he like stands again, cradling this tiny, slowly building, flickering ember between his hands. You can tell he's concentrating on because he's not breaking eye contact with it, but he stumbles his way over to, we'll say, into the prison room, out of earshot of the others. I'd like to pull you two into a separate chat. Hey.
Hello.
What you thinking?
So whenever I say so, I'm gonna need you two to do something for me.
Of course. What do you require?
Do you trust me, Flux?
Absolutely.
You do anything for me?
Absolutely.
I need you to kill either Quintus or Miriam. Aviana, I need you to kill the other one.
Oh. Yeah, for sure.
Not sure I understand.
You don't really
To
need
what
to.
end?
You don't worry about it.
Whenever I say that I'm ready, I need you two to bonk them as hard as you can, alright? We've only got one shot at making this worthwhile.
Flux looks like he is having a very hard time processing this request.
He locks eyes with you, a robot, and like, just after a moment of silence is like, yeah, you look like you get it. Don't worry about it.
Kill?
It's for their own good.
Trust him, Flux. I promise.
All right, if you say it is for their own good, then I will take your lead.
Thanks.
Alright.
Alright. He heads back to the others. Let's head back to the others. They return.
Too.
Hey, Rory, could you head down the hallway for a bit and just keep an eye out to see if anybody comes from downstairs? And don't go more than 30 feet away. Quintus and Miriam, could you snuggle up and get close? You're gonna want to be near this.
I'm always happy to snuggle up.
I'm not really in the mood to take orders from the head of the Iocane, but that's a fair thing to ask, so certainly. I'm not exactly sure how far away 30 feet is. I'm not really... Is this alright? Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Just pace it out. You got this.
You see this ember that Argo's cradling. He brings his hands in closer to it as time goes on, and more of these ember-like flickers appear to be building up between his hands. At one point, he closes his eyes and begins muttering to himself, and you see it becoming stronger and coalesce from an ember-like form into being this solid mote of light that he grasps both of his hands around, and you see light gently escaping from between his fingers. He then looks up, opens his eyes, very gently, and very suddenly just mutters, "Alright, do it."
I'm going to pull out my still weave and make my attack against Quintus.
Alright, Flux, what are you doing?
Wait, now what?
I will unsheath my wrench and bap Miriam.
So, Quintus,
I guess it's time for Flux to die!
Aviana, go ahead and make that with advantage, because you would be able to choose a time when he is looking the other way.
How dare you!
I'm sorry,
That's
Master
a hit.
Quintus.
You also have an ally within.
I was gonna say.
So go ahead and throw sneak attack on top of that.
I mean, she had advantage anyway, so...
Yeah, that's true. Flux, go ahead and make your attack against Miriam.
Kitty, you have to dodge!
Okay. I feel like...
You would roll with advantage as well. He's prone.
All right, yes.
Kitty!
I'm sorry.
Oh my god, where the heck?
That's it.
No! What the...
That's just it.
Go ahead and roll your-
Use your armor!
But yeah, they immediately snap into action. Flux brings down his giant wrench, striking Miriam. Miriam, everything goes black for you. Quintus, you feel a dagger dig into your back. You see Argo smiling, a far too amused smile, as the light leaves your eyes, and he's going to go ahead and cast a spell. And he opens
Really,
his
Argo?
hands. He opens his hands, and there is a flash of light. So you guys heal 22 points. However, one
Really,
second.
Argo?
1 second while I math. Quintus and Miriam, please recover 36 hit points. As you fall unconscious, this light washes over you and reinvigorates you, pumping life back into you. You guys get the maximum benefit from the roll. You immediately come to Aviana's dagger pulling back out of you before the healing occurs. You feel revitalized instantly. But yeah, you both then come back and come to with a lot more health than you had before. And when you do, he's just leaning back at this point, just be like,
Sorry.
Oh, I get it.
my magic works a whole lot better on people that are closer to death than life. Sorry about that.
A little warning?
That would have been no fun.
Ah, I see now. That makes far more sense than murdering them.
You didn't know.
He said not to worry about it and asked if I trusted him. He said it was for your own good, so I trusted him.
I guess we gotta always remember that one of your guildmates decided that killing you, because they would take my word for it, sounded like a good idea.
Flux, always run those things by me from now on.
Don't do it, Flux.
Yes,
Everything,
Master Quintus.
everything turned out well, didn't it, Flux? Who do you really want to trust?
He's got a point.
He makes a point.
I would trust the one who sleeps in the same house as you.
He makes
That
a
is-
point too.
You make valid points, but as I am part of the highest standard guild, Quintus outranks you. I will take his orders.
As you approach that door, as you put your hand on it to test if it is locked, first of all, you turn the handle relatively easily. But before you have much of a chance to do anything, you hear a faint noise coming from the other side of the door. Quintus, I'd like you to make me a perception check.
Ooh, perception, you say?
Take my power.
Hey!
You hear the muffled sounds of studious humming coming from the other side. Of somebody very faintly humming an inconsistent tune. The affectation behind it feels somewhat absent-minded, as if they're distracted and just humming absent-mindedly, trying to pass the time. As you open it, as it slides open, you are face to face with what pretty readily presents itself to be a library. There aren't that many books inside. But it does look like this is a sort of study for the people that are in here. You can't see them, but given what you can hear, you can tell that the humming is coming from the center of the room, almost directly ahead of you. You can see the edge of a small stand upon which a book is placed, and as you are about to take a step in, you see a hand come just into view, turn a page, and then recedes back. And you become aware there is someone standing right there.
I'm just walking in.
Um,
Hello there, old timer.
You are not. We don't have any. Who
No, you do
might
not.
you be?
My name is Quintus Valorbilt. I'm here on behalf of. I'm here.
On behalf of Valorbilt and Valorbilt co-lawyers, you're being sued, good sir.
I'm here. I'm a member of the highest standard. Here on behalf of the guild Iocane.
Meeting
Old timer, do you
yours.
know what this shield is?
Yes, I'm aware of what that shield is.
I would ask that you not make things more difficult. I am perfectly fine having a conversation.
How did you get up here?
You wouldn't believe him.
Have the rest of you effectively?
Yeah, I'll
enter?
follow them. There's no way I can let Quinn get too far in without.
There's a lot of you. I see.
Yeah, it wasn't too
Welcome
hard.
to my library, then.
Thank you very much. You are a lot more
It is quite
cordial
lovely.
than those of you we've had to come through.
I think you might be the only living member of your organization left.
Oh,
mean-
good.
Yeah?
Excellent. Killed the rest, then, have you?
Yeah.
As well
it
as the giant demon underneath
They-
from the floor below.
They killed me, to be fair.
And you see him pump his fists in the air. Yes! Yes! Thank you! Dear God, you got all of them! Are they all dead?
I think
I
so.
mean,
Majority. We still need to go up.
There's
There's
still,
some
yeah.
ghosts and shit on the roof, but I mean,
Thank thee. You haven't killed Onenzar? Onenzar is still alive, in a mean
I mean,
manner of
that's-
speaking.
In a
that's
matter
the
of
next
speaking.
step. We're working on it.
We're making our way up to the top floor now. We are requiring keys to get there.
What would you need a key for?
There's a fucking door that seems really complex.
Oh, the shield, right? No, you
Yeah.
just need... Is that all? And then you'll kill Onenzar.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Intention.
Yes.
Back it up, my dude.
By Haros is my witness. He will have breathed his last tonight.
Oh, by the 8, my day of liberation has come. Thank God. Oh! He's just like doubled over walking away from you guys, looking like this massive weight has fallen off his shoulders.
What's in the cubby?
Why were they
What?
keeping you?
Yes, quite. Apologies. My name is, Vortem, and, I'm from the Academy. I am not one of them. However, they did capture me, and they've been forcing me to study for them, such as to maintain that terrible ritual on the roof. I've not been allowed to leave here in over a year.
Damn.
Well, luckily for you, members of the Academy are in Summergrass currently.
Are they?
Yeah.
Glass
A
crown.
tournament that has not happened in quite a while has happened for the first time this year.
Oh.
We
I'm
can
sorry,
get you out
this
of
is-
here.
This is all a bit overwhelming.
Vortum, you were saying we wouldn't need
Regrettable.
Yes, there's a passphrase that will allow you to enter into the upper floors if you need to. Although there is also a physical lock that Sandal has the key for.
Oh, we took his keys.
Oh, thank God. I hated him.
He's also dead. You're welcome. What kind of ritual are they doing up there? Just so we know what we're walking into.
On the roof. Yes. So, when you say you killed all of them, did you also happen to intercept the away party?
We have someone else going for them.
All right. Mm-hmm. So, the short version is Onenzar wants to revive 2 beholders that had once used him as a puppet in a constant battle between the two, but he wants to revive them with artificial souls to serve him as revenge for costing him his livelihood. That would be the wraith that runs the place, who I assume you are familiar with. He's waiting currently for the away party to return with scrolls of resurrection to complete the ritual. Ones that can be found in an ancient city, rumored to exist below ours from over 1,000 years ago.
Go on.
That's all. That's the full story. We only know about it because a while back, several hundred years ago, when the city was expanding downward, the sewers ended up being accidentally connected to it. From what we know of the city below the city, it is mostly split between a series of caverns. However, despite massive tectonic activity down there, it never seems to completely disappear. Rumors also say that the gods had blessed that city to forever remain, so long as its queen lived.
So you know the phrase, do you?
Yes, I do.
What about the door to the south of this place?
Oh, that's a
One
treasury.
behind the curtain. Oh,
Oh.
yeah, we need in there. We need to go in there.
Things that
I like this
Onenzar
one.
does not wish for anybody else to have go in there.
Oh,
He has the
well,
only key.
Ah,
Oh. I guess we gotta kill him then, huh? Why don't
Could be
we
dangerous.
kill this Ananzar asshole? We grab
Take his key and come back.
and we come back and we get the loot.
It's not like it's going anywhere.
Exactly. There's no rush.
and
There
depending
are
on what
several
we
artifacts
find,
in there. I believe that the reason that he locks things in there is because he finds them to be a danger to himself. Use that
Oh.
information however you wish.
and depending on what we find, the tournament's as good as mine.
Benefits to both strategies. Well,
If Kitty can get inside, then we don't have
we
that
might
risk
risk the
really
door
long.
being closed forever. Given enough time, I'm sure we could tear the thing down.
Pulls out crowbar.
Not like that, Quinn.
Puts crowbar.
I was thinking
I mean, not
a more
like that,
explosive solution. It could work.
Squats, crowbar, squat.
You'll need the whole squad.
I mean,
Crowbar squad.
crowbar squad.
Oh no!
Yes! We have
I
two
just
members of crowbar crowbar squad!
Dude, I
Flux's-
just checked my
Flux's hand-
inventory and I was like,
Flux's
oh, I have
hand
a
like
crowbar.
Flux's hand like Michael Bay transforms into a crowbar.
We all just like, I have a crowbar. I as well have a crowbar. Just a complete redo of what happened earlier in the first crowbar squad.
I don't have a crowbar. You actually, hold on. You haven't like tried to get in, right? You haven't fought the ape.
The what?
Ape.
No, there's
Really?
no
Ape?
If you try to force your way through the door, it will freeze you solid and then conjure forth a Balgora from the pits.
Balgora. Oh my god.
Oh.
So that's what it will summon.
I'm guessing, based on your
Oh.
confusion, that you did not trip that, so my help is required.
Thank you.
And I will go see to the door then.
We'll see to our door.
And by the time we're done here, I'll give you my answer. I need to weigh the possibilities.
Is there anything else in this room you think might be of help?
It's just books and research. Everything useful's been compiled downstairs. I spend my time reading up on arcane theory, but they haven't been able to provide me very much interesting material as of late.
Who wants to inspect what?
I'm gonna go inspect the ring immediately.
I'm going to throw all this stuff into the party sheet.
Dopes.
For this, there's 1,800 gold, 2,000 silver, and 100 copper. Or 1,000 copper.
Hey.
As well as a series of gems and those. So you're going to take the ring.
I'm gonna inspect it.
Okay.
Kitty! He was afraid of money!
Elaborate on what inspect means, if you could.
I'd like to just kind of like pick it up and just kind of like see like if it's glowing any brighter when I touch it, what it's made of. Just try to discern as much as I can about it, because if it's
Yes.
glowing in proximity to me, it's freaking me out, but also interesting.
As you get closer to it and you cautiously like move your hand towards it, your fingers hovering over it, you do find that your proximity to it makes this ring glow a little bit brighter, and it's a very soft, inviting glow. You don't feel like it's trying to pull you in. It doesn't seem like it's trying to seize control of your will, but it is just a very calming, inviting aura coming from it. As you get close enough that your fingers are within an inch or two from it, you feel this very faint in the back of your mind. I sense the living.
I'm just looking around for where the hell this voice is coming from. Would I know that it's from this ring, or is it just like hearing voices in my head?
As you pull back, the sensation of something talking in the back of your mind immediately dissipates. The ring does seem to be the source of it, but at the same time, it seems to come from all around you. It goes without saying, the rest of you don't hear it.
I'm going to take the ring again and just hold it. And I'd like to speak to it.
As you take the ring and you make physical contact with it, the soft glow of the ring seems to die down to a point where it's just contained to give this ring this almost space-like look, as if stars are panning across the surface of a gemstone on this ring. It has an amethyst, by the way, on it that you notice is cut in such a way that it resembles a brain.
Oh.
Oh.
And as you take it, you just hear very faint, I have not been in contact with one among the living in a very long time. I cannot see you. Are you one of them here to torment me? Or have you come from outside?
From outside. Who are you?
My name is Valhendrigan, Paladin of Haros. And I have slept for so long. Who am I speaking to?
My name is Aviana Kalesh. I'm from Summergrass.
Are you within their accursed cathedral?
Unfortunately. But we came to stop what they're doing.
We?
I'm here with friends. A knight who follows Haros as well.
Thank the eight. I did not know how long I would last here.
How long
I
have
will
you been
spare.
here?
I have been here time
has lost meaning for me. But a great while, I should think. I came here to reclaim an artifact of Haros and slay the undead. But I was naive. I was full of myself. I was defeated. And they were going to sacrifice me to their false idols. When I saw what they were doing, I took my own life, and I stored my consciousness within this ring, hoping to one day be of use to one who may avenge me.
I think I know the perfect person for you to speak to.
Are you not?
Well, I'm here to stop what these cultists have done and save people, but I do not follow Haros personally.
Your
But
allegiance is of no consequence. The desire to stop this undead menace, that unites us.
Well, Valhendrigan, you ready for me to take you with me then?
I will offer you what aid I can. Should you face Onenzar or his monstrosities, I will try to sustain you. I have stored up enough divine energy to be able to unleash one great burst of radiant power. But if you do that, I will no longer be able to anchor myself here.
I'd rather prefer to avoid such a burst, but I appreciate the help.
Do not fear for me if you feel the need. I have remained here a long time, and my soul being sent to the other side is well worth destroying them.
Then let's destroy them.
Thank you, Aviana. I was beginning to lose hope that I would be found.
That's what I do.
Oh yes, I should also notice real quick. Heck, in one sec, I need to pull up a thing. Whenever you put this ring on, do I not have it in here? The emblem of Haros will faintly appear glowing on the back of the hand the ring is on.
Oh.
That's
Ooh.
cool.
As I turn, do I look like a ah?
You always look like a ha.
What?
Aviana, this is whoa, whoa!
Oh, that's new.
You were able to find something. Great.
Uh,
What is it doing?
Yeah.
I'm like, go to like look at your hand. Like, what is it doing to you?
I will.
there's a spirit in here, and I'll just lightly tap the ring. He was
Spirit.
he was a paladin of Haros. He came here to find that shield, I'm pretty sure. His name was Valhendrigan?
Valhendrigan.
Right,
Valhendrigan is
right.
somebody that has been noted in legend. Someone who went after the enemies of Haros with such great ferocity. We never
Yes.
knew what ended up happening to him, and the story faded to legend, but whenever I thought about it earlier today, I was wondering if we'd get to see any sign of what may have transpired here. So
Well,
we're here
Head-
to finish what he started, I see.
He wants to finish it.
I
He
guess
wants
the
to help-
legends ring true.
Miriam's back.
He wants- Hi, Miriam!
Kitty, I didn't get to open the door.
He's not evil. I checked.
Oh, that's good to
Oh,
know.
neat.
Excellent.
Unless he started being evil after I left. Shit. I'll be back.
What he's actually found is just like a really cool book, and he's like, ah, fuck yeah!
He's like, that orange cat. You can't eat all that lasagna.
Miriam comes in out of nowhere, beats him with a crowbar.
Oh my god.
Oh, Garfandius, you do so enjoy Sesganya.
Lasagna.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I forgot about Sisketty!
Do
You
we
keep
have
telling yourself that.
anything else we wish to do before we head out? The way ahead has been opened for us.
Nah, I'm ready to punch a ghost.
This is a good time, though, that if anyone's not willing to risk their life for what we're doing, you should probably head back.
I already
Like,
lost
looks
mine.
at Aviana, because it will be very dangerous.
Yeah, same goes for other people in the party that if they'd rather not die, they should probably go home where it's safe.
It looks to me like there's no people like that here.
It would seem so.
Rory,
I'm gonna kiss both of you if you don't.
If you touch me, I'll hit you again.
Do you promise?
Are you like... You are... Okay.
Rory.
Let's go kill a ghost.
About that man in the other room. Damn it, I didn't do it.
So long, farewell.
I love our transitions.
It's so good. Also, I see you putting me next to Tantia, you bitch.
I thought you'd never arrive.
And you see that same wraith from above forming at the center of the mass of specters above and floating down over the center of the circle of columns in the center of the area.
It would seem you have eliminated my followers. Tell me, to what honor do I owe this intrusion?
I don't believe you have any honor.
If you wish to stay, I will allow you to witness the rebirth of the eyes of Exeri. But you must stay quiet and cower like the rodents you are.
Oh yeah, you'll hear nothing from me. I'll be make the zip my lips motion.
Quiet? Now that's something I just can't do.
Now back I come. Is that so?
I don't think
I think I'm ready to be a little loud. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh no, I was gonna say I don't think he's physically capable of quiet.
Then, if you insist on disrupting, you shall be added to the mass of souls that shall open the eyes of Exeri!
As he does this, very briefly, he regards a lot of you and he's like,
Vortem, I see you have defected. That is no matter. Your usefulness came to an end regardless.
I believe I remain useful in a different way, as I will soon demonstrate. Lightning crackles between his hands as he prepares to fight as well. Heck in, my boys.
He then
all of-
thunderwaves us all off the building.
by betraying these people. As things begin, you see a specter appear and fly up above the velvet curtains that are surrounding the center and just careens towards you. It's going to fly at Quintus because he's the closest person. It rushes towards you, puts its hands out as it comes towards you and tries to latch onto you, Quintus, and you put your shield up and it stops just short of it. Its claws seem to be pushed away as if the shield itself was repelling it back. Ananzar floats forward, his wispy, incorporeal body constantly dissipating and reforming itself as he moves. You see him raise two of his arms, then you see another set of ghostly arms come out underneath them, and both of them start to build up magic between them.
A simple test to begin.
And he is going to use Eldritch Blast, and he is going to fire at some of you guys.
Oh, heck.
Love it, love it.
He is going to first fire at Flux.
Oh, no.
A blast flies by you, you duck out of the way as it streaks by you. This red burst of energy hits the stairs behind you. And then the next one's gonna go at Aviana. Nailed it. He fires.
Still avian.
You duck to the side, that one misses. You feel almost as if the ring that you're wearing, it's as if it like pulls you into a dodge roll as this fires. And you duck to the side. Ananzar is going to use a legendary action. You guys see, rising up above the curtains, you guys see a series of other specters joining him as he puts his hands up in a rise motion. They are all, by the way, 20 feet in the air. They're all 20 feet. He is 25. He is slightly above them. The one that's over there with you guys, it is with you. As he does this, he then puts his hand out towards one of them. And you see his hand crackling as if he's like struggling to close it, and then a wave of energy strikes from him into it, the specter's body begins glowing blue.
Endure them and steal their souls.
Oh dear.
I don't know what you did, but it sounds like something someone should die for. I'm kidding.
And this boy's going to go. Who doesn't have one on them right now? Flux, another one's going to come after you.
Oh, cool. Now it's a party.
It attacks. This one hits.
Heck. All
Which is
right, I will. I'll just let him do it.
It strikes you. You take 11 damage, and then I'm going to have to make you make a con save.
Ooh.
Which you fail.
Oh no.
As it reaches towards you and makes you make this, you feel the life being ripped out of you. You feel like some of your components begin to rust, and some of the magical wooden elements that comprise the inside of your body seem to wither slightly. Your maximum health is going to be reduced by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have to take a second to adjust them, because if I do it, just let the system do it, it'll do it
Damage
without
you and
overlapping
reduce
you.
it, so it doubles it.
Yeah. So
Oh
bam,
heck.
your maximum hit points are reduced by 8 from.
It's weird. It's like you didn't take any damage at all. Your health just went down.
It's true.
Excellent. I guess I am fine.
This is the new fine. Gets hit again. This is the new fine. 1 hit point. This is the new fine.
I'm fine.
Technically speaking, I am at 100% health.
I am at 100% operation. Trip, stubs his toe. I am at 10% operation. 2. Ananzar is going to vanish, his body contracting into a mote of mist and then just poof, disappearing. As this happens, Aviana, a small whirlwind of mist builds up on the ground, twirls upwards, and takes the form of Ananzar as he rises behind you. And that's going to be his legendary
Oh,
action.
looky. He's closer.
Then this skeleton over here. Where are you? That skeleton is going to look at the friend that just got blasted off and make the critical decision not to stand in a place where he can be blasted off. He's going to move around you.
Stupid smart skeletons.
And he's going to attack! And he's going to nat 1!
Oh, thank goodness.
At the end of its turn, Ananzar is going to take his other legendary action, and he's going to take it to use Life Drain, and he's going to target Aviana. Oh!
Is there any way I can uncanny dodge that or no?
Cutting words.
Okay.
That'll turn
Go ahead and
sensitive,
apply
right?
it to him.
Oh, running away, huh?
You can
Get back
absolutely... You can absolutely, if this hits, you can use Uncanny Dodge on it.
Oh, heck, good.
Let me just... He reaches out to you, tries to hit you, if it works. He gets a 15. It is reduced by 2 as he tries to reach out towards you. Miriam, what did you use? What was the
Oh, I
context?
said
of your
running
name?
away. I get back here.
As you say that, Alviana, you become aware that he's behind you. You turn, and his hand just moves over where your head was, over your shoulder, and grips the air. As he moves close to you, you hear this, faint sound as if everything within a few, inches of his body is muffling sound. So this deathly silence is beside your head as his arm passes by it. And then, Quintus, you're up.
Ananzar! I'm gonna fly up 10 feet, then I'm gonna fly over here, and I'm gonna land in this area.
Alrighty. You fly over, you land there. Go ahead, do your stuff.
Go for some attacks on Ananzar. First attack.
That is a hit.
You know, you can crit any time, Quintus. You have a great crit.
You strike him, dealing 7 damage. He looks a bit bothered by this.
Of course he does.
Hooray.
I would also be bothered if I'm about to die!
Again!
Damn it.
That's a hit. Take 7 more damage as you strike him. You see his eyes flicker as you strike him with that attack, as if his power wanes briefly.
Don't turn away from me, enemy of Haros!
Spectre 5 is going to go. Spectre 5 is just really... he's just looking around being like, oh, everyone's got a partner, and I'm I'm over here alone, and I don't want to steal anyone's dance partner. And lol, JK.
Hey, Argo's
I'm
got
going
another
after the
side
wizard.
over here.
Are you trying to get Argo killed?
Leave the boy.
It's
It's
going
just because he
to
took the glasses.
Oh, no, disadvantage.
disadvantage. Got it. Goes for another heckin' attack, and it misses. Goes to attack. You bring your shield up. It doesn't block it physically, but it seems to recoil from the image of the shield. Turn. Spectre 1 is going to go, and Spectre 1 is going to go after Miriam because it's already there.
Kitty.
Listen, you need to stop glowing and die.
It attacks.
All right.
It still hits, even with disadvantage.
Of course.
I'm gonna roll that con save against you.
Kitty.
You fail.
Kitty.
I'm gonna roll the damage into the chat. Oh lord! That's a lot. It basically maxed. Your maximum hit points will have gone down by 16.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Oh no. I am a god! Wait, negative. Oh no.
I'm trying to. 1 sec.
Negative 32,000.
Oh my god.
There you go.
I'm back.
What did you have?
Beyond the withered grasp of time.
I believe your maximum hit points.
I had a
would
negative
be-
3 already, so plus negative 16 would be negative.
Oh no, it's a negative 19. I knew that. I was wondering what your current hit points are. I believe you're at your maximum effectively.
Yeah, he was
'cause of the
maxed.
reduction. Yep. So that's a negative 19 because of the previous ones. As it reaches into you and you feel it dissolving your body, causing you to wither.
That wasn't very nice.
Then Flux gets to go. I am a god! Oh no, now I'm anti-alive!
Did it make
God.
me do my concentration check?
Go ahead and do that. It'll be
You
a
didn't
DC
have to
10.
mention that, but you didn't
Why you gotta be like this?
Go ahead, hit advantage, roll a con save. You got it.
Oh.
Good boy.
All right, Rory's gonna go, and Rory's currently dealing with that boy, so he's gonna deal with that boy. He's going to heckin' put his crossbow down. He's not gonna drop it, but he is gonna pull out his spear and wield it one-handed. He is going to attack the specter in front of him. Nat 1! Good job, Rory. You did it. Strikes towards it. It wisps around the spear. He then strikes it sideways, and that's a hit. Attacks it.
Hey!
That one manages to hit. He drives it in. It goes through the specter initially, its body contorting around it. He then drags it up and severs where its head should be. It then disappears.
Get him.
And then
What? No.
this boy's gonna go after Flux.
No.
That's what he.
Yeah,
That's what
it
he's
makes
doing.
sense.
You could fire him in the well. What it would do, I have no idea.
Rushes towards you, attacks. It misses.
Oh, thank goodness.
The skeleton captain.
No.
however- How many are there? 1, 2. He is going to walk up to you, and he's going. I'm sorry, Flux. You approach this person.
Oh, god damn.
That's why
Lunges
it's
lunges at you with his long sword, and misses the first one. Do you want to use your shield?
No, I mean, like,
Oh, it has to
no.
hit you.
Yeah,
Right,
it has to hit, and I don't want him to hit me right now.
He swings again, and also misses. As this happens, and this is gonna be mean, Ananzar is going to look down towards Vortum and be like,
If you are not useful to the eyes of Axeri, then you may discard yourself freely.
and it is going to use a legendary action just to move. And that's it. Spectre 5's gonna go.
Oh no.
Spectre 5, my boy, where are you? Which Spectre are you? You are the one that Aviana's fighting. You're the one that's going to attack Aviana, is what you are. It attacks it at once.
Get fucked.
Spectre 1 is going to go, and Spectre 1 is going to attack Miriam.
You've done this old song and danced so long.
It attacks,
Oh,
it lunges
no.
towards you, it hits!
Ah, why you gotta be like that?
No.
Oh, we had a
Save.
rapport.
You succeed!
Oh, thank goodness.
Time to take necrotic damage, though. Yeah!
Ah!
You stay concentrating, but you take 10 damage. Oof. Flux.
That's what I'm going to do, stupid.
Oh dear. Okay, I think I'm gonna try and thin these guys out.
Did
There's
you get a
gonna be
spell
an
slot
unsettling
last level 2?
Sorry, what was that?
I said, did you get a spell slot last level 2?
I spent it last session, remember, on Shatter? Yeah. I do have an inspiration, so I'm gonna use that to cancel out the point blank range thing and try and shoot this Spectre boy in the face.
Do it. Shoot that Spectre boy in the face.
Please?
Right in his ghost face.
Ha ha ha!
Oh.
So, that should have been a flat roll, I believe.
Oh yeah, why didn't it?
Because we don't have anything that auto-calcs the range thing.
Oh shit, sorry, I thought we
So,
did. Fuck.
the first one would have been a 7 plus an 8. You hit, but it's not going to be a critical. Could you just roll the attack against him again so it deflags the crit?
Yeah, I can do that.
Could you go ahead and do it again?
I mean, I think the game wants me to crit this.
Well, me and the game have some disagreements. Go ahead and roll it. All right, there you go. Roll your
If it
damage.
happened again, I would have been so happy.
I would have probably let it happen if it happened again.
Okay,
I would have been like, and the game won the argument. All right.
It just wanted it more.
I would have felt really bad if you wasted that many. You fire a blast of heat through it, and that specter burns away.
This boy is still unsettlingly close. You know what?
You could try to get. Yeah!
Is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
All right.
I love this tactic of yours.
Ananzar is going to do two things. One, he is going to fly 60 feet up and over.
No!
Oh, this is bad.
Vortum, you have to make this save, man.
Buddy.
I mean,
And
we don't even know
then
if he's wrong.
he is going to use. He's going to go ahead and use. Gosh darn Eldritch Blast again. He's going to fire 3 of them. 1 at Aviana, because you're close by, which hits. You take 7 damage as it blasts you. He's going to fire another one at Rory, which hits. He takes 4 damage, and he's going to fire the remaining one at Quintus.
Cineas Repulsion.
Alright. Go ahead and apply it to yourself.
E.
You bring it up, you create the shield, the multi-layered shield in front of you. The blast refracts off of it. As the lightning flashes above, your turn ends, and he's going to take a legendary action. And he is going to try to switch his own place
Vortum.
with Vortum's.
Vortum, you have to make the save!
Oh my god, make the save, buddy.
Make the save.
Mist begins to build up around Vortum, who, looking at it, you see he, his body seems to relax slightly and then tense back up. I'm not sure what's about to happen, Tiefling, but see this through to the end no matter what! You just hear from up above.
And it will be the end.
And he is going to go ahead and... Oop. Where's my roll? He failed!
Oh no!
As he looks towards you, he disappeared. As you hear,
And it will be
you see Ananzar appear beside you and look to you as he finishes.
the end.
Will it?
He appeared-
I cast Featherfall as he falls past me.
As he falls past you?
Yes.
What is the range of Featherfall?
60 feet.
He is starting 100 feet up. So you'd be able to do it as he falls past you. That then slows the rate of it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
It will make him fall at a rate of 60 feet per round until the spell ends. And if he lands before the spell ends, he takes no fall damage.
You put your hand out, and he starts falling more slowly, drifting towards the ground. It will take a full turn for him to hit the bottom, and then the amount of time it will take him to get around and back up is going to be substantial.
Yeah.
So I'm going to count him
He's
as
probably
being
out of the
basically out of the fight.
Yeah.
For a while, at least.
Oh, but our friend, though, he's
All right.
fine.
That is my last spell slot.
Thank
just gonna-
God.
He's gonna try to life drain Miriam.
Yeah.
Puts his hand out to grab you.
I love you, Quinn. He's gonna hit me.
That's a hit. I'm gonna throw the con save at you. You got 20!
Yeah!
But damage
But-
comes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're down! He deals 24 damage all at once, almost maxing out his damage. You fall, you hit the ground. Real quick check. Yeah, your hit point maximum is fine, so you hit the ground, but you fail the...
I don't instantly die.
You're not instantly dead, is I guess what I'm alluding
The
to.
thunderstorm begins to disperse.
Yes, it does.
Crap.
Fuck,
You're-
not again.
You're up, Quintus.
Again!
Save him.
I know I can't share his space, but like in essence, I'm standing over him,
Roger.
and I'm gonna go for some fucking attacks.
Gonna take that bardic inspiration off your sheet real quick.
Yeah.
Reminder of the various boons that you guys have, particularly Aviana. You have the one-time big ol' blast that you can call upon from the ring should you decide to. That's a hit.
Yeah.
That's 6 damage on him.
I can't knock him prone.
Knock the skeleton prone.
He is a wraith.
I can't knock the skeleton prone.
Do it.
I mean, I don't have anything else to do with my bonus action, so
Go for it.
Hiya. Did it work?
That. You applied that effect to
Just a
yourself.
shove. You just roll athletic.
Ah. I'm a dumb. I'm a dumb.
Did you
Okay,
forget
you're
how
in
to
it.
do?
Dude, listen. All right.
That's like the one thing I would never have thought you'd forget. But no,
Yeah,
okay,
you're
roll
right.
athletics.
I didn't do good.
It got a 21, so
That's fine.
you go to
again,
shove
it's
it.
Just, it would just get up.
The skeleton's top half of its body pops off the bottom as your shield goes between it and then pops back on. All right, and then that skeleton's going to attack Argo. I think you're the least interesting thing in this battle. This skeleton, it misses. Aviana!
Hey, oh, fucking hell! I'm so stressed.
I tend to have that effect on people. I've been told.
No, I love it. I love it. I'm living for this.
It's
I'm-
great.
oh, I love it. Okay,
Murder
so
him.
I'm just gonna look at Rory next to me. I'm gonna pull out my soul weave and stab the stupid fucking specter that's in front of me.
How many times you gonna pull that thing out?
Always.
Every turn.
She
thought
stows it
Every
away after every turn, you see.
You gotta,
I have to look cool,
the
man.
scabbard is where all the web goo is. You gotta keep putting.
Just kind of re-dip it. No, it's. Please leave me alone, man.
I can get him. You got him. You get him.
Get him.
Get him.
That's a miss.
Oh, no, no.
Fuck. Bonus action attack with my dagger.
Do it. You can still
I'm
get sneak
gonna
attack
do
on
it.
this.
I sure heckin' can. Please.
Yep, you hit. Go
Oh.
ahead and add your
Cool.
sneak attack and roll that damage.
Good. I drag it onto him or me? To him?
Click the button beside sneak attack,
Yeah, just click. Yes.
and then roll your damage against it.
My brain is like going like 2 seconds an hour. It's like, what happens?
I did not apply the sneak attack for some reason.
I don't know. I clicked it.
Damage 46, and then it didn't add
It
it, but
expended, but it, yeah, strange.
Yeah. Should I
just roll 46. Just grab 46,
Yeah.
roll it into the chat, and I'll add it.
Oop, I remembered how to do it.
That's 11. Heck in. Add that in. Heck in. You do it, it starts cutting into its actual hit points. You do 3 damage through its temporary hit points.
Oh boy.
Alright, is that you?
Yep, that's me.
Okay. His turn. He's going to try to life drain you. He goes for an attack. He misses. This one's not doing so well. Reaches towards you, tries to claw at you, manages to miss. Spectre 1 over there. He's, there's no more Miriam to go after. But there is a Quintus to go out. There's, you know what? No, it makes the most sense. Another one goes after Argo. Who is
attack us,
faring
buddy.
shockingly well, given the circumstances.
He really is.
Oh my god!
It attacks. It misses.
Oh, good.
He is just dancing between these ghosts, trying to suck his soul out. It's fucking... How do you kill a man who's more likely to kill himself? That puts us at flux.
All right. Question is, do I try to push him back 5 feet?
Pity we don't have Raleigh here, because then you could just Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast.
Right?
I mean, to be,
so much more
fair, we
direct.
we don't know what his AC is, but you have a +8 to hit.
But I'm also at point blank range. So
That's
it's
what
gonna be
that's
a
what I was saying though. Like,
disadvantage.
we don't know what his AC is, and you're gonna have disadvantage. But you have a
Skeleton?
+8.
I put him. He's a skeleton captain. My brain tells me he's in the 12 to 14 range. That's because skeletons have crap.
I'm gonna
AC.
give you a little bit of context. You would note that this boy is wearing a chain shirt. For what that
all right.
changes.
Never mind. Probably more than that.
It's ragged and not something lootable, but it's there. He's got a skeleton chain shirt. If that helps you to envision
skull
what you're
shirt.
going to do.
Gotcha. You know what? Even if this doesn't work, it's a more amusing image. I'm gonna try and shove him 5 feet back.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll me athletics.
There we are. Come on, Flux. Be a strong boy.
Oh!
He gets a 15, you shove him, you hit him, and it knocks him back 5 feet.
And follow after him.
Bang, bang,
Do
bang.
you want more of this? I have more of this.
Unleashes a mighty strike upon him. He gets, like, knocked back. You confidently walk 4 steps forward, then go, "Oh no, don't hit me again!"
Oh no, it seems my shoelace is untied.
You're
Let me
playground
go
bullying
and
him.
Fix this.
How do I reverse dodge? Is that, and that's you?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Skeleton Captain is going to go ahead and take a Skeleton Captain attack against you and hit of his own volition.
All right.
You put
Propulsion
your shield up once again. The targeting reticles start going like as he brings it down. We then cut to a long shot of the cathedral as there's a flash, and a skeleton just goes silently soaring off of the area.
It's like a hard cut down to for the wizard landing at the bottom. He's like, "Oh, thank God!" And then
Just like brings it down.
Undead Fortitude skeleton starts getting up. He's like, "No, no."
So it
no.
falls 60 feet. I'm gonna give it the full thing. Clickety clack. It's alive. No, it's
Oh
not.
my
That's what it had
God.
left. It is dead. Sorry, my bad.
Oh.
All right, now it's your turn.
Now. Here. I'm gonna go for some Attacko boys.
Do it. Do some Attacko boys.
Some Attacko Snacko.
You gotta finally get that crit.
I hope, man.
Get it.
I haven't crit in
So
so
close.
long.
Oh.
I'm starting to wonder if crits exist anymore. Like, it's just I have the most likely chance out of anyone, and it just doesn't happen.
That's why.
It's true.
Hiya.
Oliver's Law, baby.
Oh. He had to do a concentration.
He has to concentrate on vampiric touch.
And hiya.
You got a crit!
Yeah.
I finally got it. I mean, I know it's just like 2 attacks, but still, I love it.
Go ahead, do your thing.
Hiya. Oh.
He maintains concentration, but he is not looking good. You shove the standard through him and out the side. You see, like, his body starts taking on a more physical look and is less wispy, in that you can start to see an actual, like, physical form underneath that is vaguely humanoid. The extra arms he's been using peel away as if that magic can't be sustained anymore.
I'm going to bonus action shove the Skelly Boy.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to shove him back.
Okay.
Come on, Quinn. Ha ha!
Yeah, man. Just for fun,
Like into the fucking thing.
strike him. He flies back and hits the edge of the tank. And Aviana, it is your turn.
All right, so I'm going to
Spectre's
use
go.
my full movement, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, get right up on there.
Yeah.
What is the range of this great radiant shit on my ring?
You have not been told.
Fuck.
Ring, can this hit him?
Can I free action ask my ring?
You take the ring, you inquire of how do you phrase the question?
Do you think we can hit him from here?
I can sense the source of evil. I cannot see, but it is within my reach.
Then let's finish this. You ready?
Thank you. Thank you again for giving me another chance to fulfill my duty.
Let's do this. I'm gonna activate it.
You hold up the ring. As you do, radiant energy surrounds it, and you see this small little orb of light exit the ring, fly up into the center. It forms into this very effeminate but heroic-looking knight, carrying a very long sword and a shield. They appear in like a radiant form, floating just above about where that skeleton's sitting in the air. You see them float for just a moment, then suddenly their head cocks up towards where Ananzar is. Their form begins to glow and erupts outwards in this massive blast of radiant energy. And I need to put a thing on the combat tracker and roll it, because that's gonna be Destructive Wave against everything there.
And Healing Wave on Miriam? That's awesome!
Healing Wave? What sort of fan fiction is that?
But I thought you liked to have D&D be like anime, Logan.
Logan, you make up all kinds of things for your game. Why can't we
Logan,
make
that's
up
not
some
very
things?
anime of you.
That's not very anime of you. You're right.
We need that on a shirt.
Very animated.
Get rid of you. Target all allies.
It's just like a Nat1, and it
This
says it's
will
not very
hit
anime of you.
everybody in all of the remaining creatures in the area. Heckin, one sec while I roll this.
Including
Heckin,
things
saving
inside the
throw,
thing.
go! As it erupts outwards, they're all going to take 66 thunder damage and 66 radiant damage. As it happens, Ananzar puts his hands up as this wave of energy erupts, his form peeling away like a shadow being taken by the light. Reaching his hand forward, he's like, "No! My time had almost come! I would have been the master now! Why?" And his body just dissolves and is eradicated. The remaining spirits that did not make it into the center all get pushed away as well as they dissolve in the light. As all of the creatures that are there, they heckin' die, leaving nothing on the top of the roof following. That specter's alive! Why? One specter
saved.
remained. He should have died. I don't know why he was excluded from the effect. Heckin' boop, he's gone.
Yay!
I would like to look to where Ananzar was and just say, your time did come. You're finished. And that's me.
Kitty.
Hey.
Glad you're not
Turns back
dead.
and stares toward the cracking fucking thing.
Roll me perception.
Perfectly average.
It takes you a minute when you're looking at it. You stare at it, you see that there's still a faint glow coming from inside from the residual magical energy that had sunk down into it. But you look away, unconcerned, and as you do, you hear a reverberating cracking sound coming from it, and to look back to see the cracks continuing to expand out. As you do, through the opaque liquid on the side, you see something large and spherical press itself against the glass, and you recognize a massive eye, almost absently looking back and forth. As it does, more eyes, smaller ones, press themselves against the glass, which starts to crack further, and the entire tank in the center shatters entirely.
Oh.
Hopefully they also took damage. Otherwise, we might be fucked.
As it does, you see two large creatures, one with a more yellowish and one with a more bluish eye emerge. A creature that is one massive head with a central eye and various stalks, but all of it decaying, dripping with this this opaque, milky red blood substance.
It's your time at the end of initiative, early Quip Cat.
You wake up just in time to see this start, Miriam, or at least what you can from around that pillar.
Oh, fuck.
Then it's its turn.
Hello, Mr. Giant Evil
One
Beholder
behind you.
thing. How are you?
I'm gonna go ahead and have it roll a D100 to determine which of two things it's going to do. So it's going to try. Yeah, it's gonna use its eyes. 1d4. So it is going to turn towards you, Quintus.
It didn't give me any more repulsions, did it?
No.
That's fine.
It is going to have you roll a wisdom save as one of its eye stalks fires at you. You are now frightened of it.
That's fine.
Blast you with it. You are now frightened of it as one of the eye rays hit you. As you look at it, it seems much bigger and more intelligent than you thought it was a second ago.
Really, Quip Cat, let's just focus on this one.
That's its turn.
I just turn away from it.
Flux, you're up. Alright. Then, next up is this boy, who...
Come at me.
I'm gonna roll a D100 for him to see what he's gonna do. He's gonna use an eye ray. Oh no!
Come at me.
So, Quintus?
If it's a dex save...
It is a dex save.
I get my shield bonus onto it, which is a +3 right now, right?
If this... I'm nervous about this.
I know! I'm very nervous about it, too!
It rolls... You failed!
Oh, fuck.
Here we go!
No, 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 no.
Oh no!
Bye, my friends!
No!
No.
No! Oh my god!
I just pull up the shield and I scream at it. Oh my god, I lived!
You actually should have taken. You actually should have taken. If it flagged as half for some reason, you should have taken twice that. You should have taken another 14. So you should be down to 5. If that had did 5 more points, you would be gone. Like, there would not have been reviving you.
I refuse.
Yeah, that would be a true resurrection deal.
And the others would have been so fucking sad.
Aviana.
Okay, go back and deal 5 more damage. I need them to feel bad.
Yes.
Quick question: is Quintus close enough that I can get?
Yes,
my
he is adjacent
Okay.
to it. If you hit
That's
solid
why I did
Zeri,
this.
then yes, you could.
That's the
Okay.
entire
Attack
reason
on
I
it.
did this.
Oh my god!
I was looking at
I'm
that
kind of
being like-
upset that you did this.
It's okay, be upset at Argo. He told me to.
Oh my god! Damn it, Argo!
I rushed
Okay.
it because you told me to!
Okay, so I'm gonna dart forward. I'm gonna pull out my short bow and I'm gonna aim.
Alrighty.
Oh my god, I'm so lightheaded. I'm so scared.
You have lucky and you have an inspiration, just so you know. So
Oh no,
you...
I'm gonna spend a luck point on this if I don't like this roll.
Gotcha. That is.
I don't know if you like it. I don't know if that's a good one.
That is a crit sneak attack on top of vulnerable.
This
gonna be-
thing's just gonna die!
Add your sneak attack.
I just click it in the heckin'.
I don't think you're ever
Okay.
gonna do more damage than you're about to do.
And it should calculate. Roll the damage.
Oh,
my god! You take out your bow. You see these like symbols. The symbol of Vestius appears in front of your bow. You see Argo's arm, the magic's still going on it, begin to flash so much that he actually grabs it because it burns slightly. The creature turns towards you, you fire it. Radiant energy coalesces around the bow as it fires forward and strikes it. It cuts into it. There's a massive flash of light, and the beholder detonates in a violent display of rainbow light. You did 100 damage.
Oh my god!
Jesus.
great job, Bobby.
That was for you, Quintus! And I'm gonna, oh god, no, I don't want to get any closer, but, oh fuck, I'm gonna duck back behind the pillar.
was
As
amazing,
is
Ami.
something you should do, yes.
And then I hide.
I leave!
Okay, bye. Grabs
Just did
Rory,
100
flies
damage
away.
with a short bow.
Hi guys.
That is the most you will probably ever do,
God,
ever.
what the fuck?
Holy shit.
You just see Argo just look at that and be like, yeah, that'll do it. That was the idea. Can you do it again?
Okay. No.
Oh, well, neither can I, so that's fair.
We did it. Oh my god. Someone hit the other one.
Let's keep murdering at it.
Yeah, let's just keep.
Argo knows what's up. Argo's gonna rush up to, he's gonna make a con save, and he is going, it failed.
Word of radiance. Yeah, it's undead.
It had on
Yeah.
fortitude. He walks up to it, looks at it. You're not fooling anyone. Rest in pieces, would you? And as he does, he uses Radiant Word. It ignites and starts screaming again, despite playing dead for a moment. And it remains dead because radiant damage. It ignites and just becomes one large sacred fire on the roof. You guys,
he's
as
getting
you are
me up out.
relaxing, against the calm stillness of the night, you briefly see a shadow pass in front of the moon that initially looks like a large bat, like a massive bat. And you hear the sound of a swoop coming down on the roof. Before you can recognize what's happening, a large sarcophagus that had been placed that you can clearly see upon the map. A large shadow flies down towards it. You see a dust cloud erupt as something cracks into it from the outside.
Flux, get
Another
ready.
enemy?
I draw my sword.
Yes, sir. Cock gun.
You hear the gentle sound of footfalls upon the stone, slowly and very rhythmically walking out from this large cloud of dust. As a rather small figure emerges, not small, a rather feminine, not terribly imposing figure walks out. As emerging, you see this individual. A somewhat effeminate man with pitch dark hair, a draconic tattoo running around his neck and up one side of his face, and a gauntlet with green-tinged blades on each of his hands. Steps out, a very large, smug smile on his face as he looks towards the lot of you. One of his
Who
hands
goes
goes
there?
to his hip.
I would have introduced myself even had you not asked. I am the Tenebros, and it's very nice to meet you, Quintus. That was quite a show that you all put on. You saved us the trouble of having to scatter that wraith ourselves.
Who are you? Really?
You hear coming from this still present cloud of dust behind him. Tenebros, I, Stradivarius, do not believe there is any reason to make conversation. And you see it scatter as two large wings flap and disperse the dust around it. Towering over the figure behind you, you see a very large draconic creature.
Oh.
Standing 12, 15 feet high, its arm digging into the sarcophagus, pulling out what looks like a large crystal. We have what we came for. There is no need to make conversation.
Whatever that is, you're going to have to put it back.
Are we? Are you saying that you're going to fight against us after all of that?
Of course.
But then you'd have no strength to fight in the tournament, Quintus, and that just wouldn't do.
The tournament doesn't matter if what you're doing is suspect.
Allow me then, Master Quintus. I am no longer in the tournament. My strength means nothing.
Explain yourselves, or die
Well-
at the end of my spear.
I wanted to come and introduce ourselves since we've been aware of you for a while, and we haven't been able to properly meet. As I said, my name is Tenebros, and I believe you have met one of my underlings several times by now. Murkwire has told me a lot about you. Your performance in the tournament has been very fun to watch.
Talons of Hasarul?
The Black Talon of Azarul, to be specific.
What is that thing?
Which thing?
Looks towards him.
They're not being very kind to you, Stradivarius, calling you a thing like that.
The
We
crystal.
are referring to this, Tenebros.
That's just a chunk of souls that wraith gathered. Nothing else.
But it is a worthwhile catalyst. An arcane focus, if one knew how to use it.
Quintus Valorbilt, as you seem to be the front man for your group, do you have any interest in leadership here? We're currently trying to install Murkwire as the High Lord, but perhaps there's one that would be better suited. You see, I've already gotten what I want out of my arrangement with him. Now I'm just fulfilling my end of the deal. But I don't mind betraying him if I have to. So if you can make me a more interesting offer, I suppose that's what I came here for. Oh, it's not on me to describe it to you. I thought I would just give you a chance to appeal to my good nature.
And what is Murkwire's offer?
Murkwire returned my siblings' power. I'm sure that you remember a particular crystal that was shattered. My siblings and I, we have missed our mother for so long, and when it was shattered, we could feel her return to us. Her soul split apart again, and back where it belongs inside of us.
You were after shattering it the whole time?
Well, I would have preferred to retrieve it and take Mother's soul for myself. But shattering it and splitting it among us was okay. But Murkwire performed his end of the deal in any case. Are you only interested in what he's doing, or are you going to try to appeal to what you could do for me? Because I already know about him, and I'm not particularly interested in repeating myself.
If he's already done what you need, why continue to help him? Why do you need me to offer you something else?
What a good question. Maybe I hadn't thought it through.
Like, looks up. Has a very vacant look on their face.
I suppose because in the moment just now, that's what it occurred to me to do.
Why not
Does
ask me again once I defeat him in the tournament?
Sure, at the end of the tournament. You can go ahead and appeal to me all you'd like. And maybe I'll give you this country, if you can make me laugh.
He just kind of like is looking back toward like everyone. Quintus wants to go forward, but he's like, literally everyone is down, and now that he knows who they are, he's like, I just need to get them to come see me again when I'm feeling better.
Say, Warforged, haven't I seen you somewhere before?
Flux is like vibrating, and like you can see his hand like twitching toward his pistol.
You have such a particular design. I swear, I've seen it before.
You probably just saw a similar model somewhere.
No, I've got a great memory for faces.
Master Quintus, permission to speak? What business did you have with Shurkrakoius?
He snaps his fingers.
That's where I know you from. Yeah. What business did I have with them? Well, they were getting too close to opening up a particular vault.
Indeed. But why would you care about such a thing?
I believe
It's merely a piece of history.
So
Why
am
was it
I.
worth killing her?
Because it's what occurred to me to do at the time, I suppose. Initially, I just went there because I heard someone had been getting close to finding a particular very old site that held some relevance to me, because inside was a veritable army that could be claimed by anybody with the right knowledge. Once I had talked to them and they refused to tell me more than I wanted to know, well, it occurred to me that if I killed them, nobody else would be able to find out what they knew. So that seemed like the best thing to do.
I see. That makes sense.
It was nothing personal.
With all due respect, I do not care very much how you feel about anything. I would suggest you leave.
Tenebros. Either kill them or flee. I, Stradivarius, do not approve of needlessly pushing the buttons of mortal beings like them.
He puts his arms out as if giving a bow at the end of a performance. Stradivarius snorts, grips the large chunk very tightly, spreads his wings and flaps into the air. As he does, you see shadows envelop one half of the body of the Tenebros and peel away as if dissolving into flower petals of darkness as he vanishes.
Next time, do try to be more courteous. It was kind of me to meet you here. Good luck in the tournament.
As he speaks this, he dissolves away entirely, and the dragon flies up into the air.
My allegiance to him is tenuous, but I would recommend not stepping on his toes if you value his life. Mine as well, mortals.
And he flies up into the air, eventually disappearing among the clouds.
He looks to Flux. If we were better, I would have... If we were better off, we would have fought them, you know.
No, it only made sense. If he is indeed who he says, an archdemon, then it would have been suicide to go against him now.
Hey.
When
So that guy killed your master, huh?
Yes. Those words, Black Talon of Asarul, were burned into the wall of her lab when I found her.
And he is a demon, so... It's not like you guys don't already owe me enough, but... If you ever figure out where to go after that guy, and you want some help, you can count on me.
The mountains to the north.
The Skywall?
Yeah.
Somewhere on that massive plain. That's where Murkwire was going to go. I assume that's where they are. Well, beat it out of him during the tournament.
That is the location of the vault that they were trying to discern the location of when they killed my master.
Well, we went on a death-defying mission for you. How about going one for us whenever we go? Like you said.
There's, something that maybe you should be aware of in particular about the guy we just saw.
Yeah, what's up?
Around town, there's been a series of attacks I'm sure you're aware of, where people have been left with wounds that are cauterized, and their souls seem to be taken. My inspection of those wounds, they leave an aura that's very similar to what that guy had, and the weapons that he had on his arms match a lot of the wounds left in those people. It's entirely possible the man that we just saw is the one that's been stealing souls from people in the town, including people near your community. And he seemed to be aware of you.
Yeah, seems so. Said he could smell me?
Well, demons are weird that way.
True.
Maybe he's just a creep, but it might be more related to you than you may have otherwise thought.
It's a lot. It's a lot, but I'm gonna take him down.
Yeah?
Not alone, shut up.
Well, if you want Tantia and I to help, you're gonna have to come and officially rejoin.
Before we talk about that,
He really wants
you had to
shake
leave
your
them
hand.
for a reason, right?
By this point, you guys are like out to the main area of the cathedral.
I don't know if traveling with you and Tantia would be a good idea again.
Things are still weird.
I mean, I haven't seen either of you in, what, a year?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't leave because of the danger stuff? I thought that's why you left.
No, I'm plenty dangerous. But I don't think I can come back, you know what I mean? I don't have the right to.
That's unfortunate. But when it comes to situations like this, if it had just been a battle or you messed up, I wouldn't really care about that, but you know she's not all that angry. If at all.
I don't see how she wouldn't be, but I appreciate the reassurance.
Are you gonna stay with these nerds then?
I don't know.
You are. You're a watered down
What?
version of us, and you know it.
What? No, I'm not staying with anyone. I have work to do.
So do
They're
I.
What kind
just-
of work?
They're just convenient to be helpful. Plus, I gotta keep an eye on that idiot. Just nod at Rory. It's like, I have my own shit to do. I don't need to be joining any guilds. again.
Avi, we have a nice place outside the city.
I
You're a
have a
tiger.
house.
As you guys get towards the front, you see this light, this very faint radiant light coming from near the door to the cathedral. With all of you turning back to, or you turn back to it and are the only one that can recognize it as you see the spectral form of that same paladin again briefly at the front. No weapons, no shield, their armor seeming to have peeled away from them. A distinct look of peace on their face, and you feel the ring on your finger become warm. You feel this very faint magical energy wash over you, and this feeling of gratitude sink into you. And as it does, the spectral figure, which, as the others turn to look at what you're looking at, Argo looks towards it and is like, what's there? And just seems to not be able to see anything. The figure softly vanishes, without a trace disappears.
As he fades away, I'm just gonna whisper, "You're welcome."
Plus, I really need to know about what's going down with you and Rory.
There is nothing going down!
And if you stay with us, you know that we're going after that man.
I will happily join you for that, but Miriam, I will happily kill you again right here and now if you don't drop it.
All right, I'll drop it. So what's going on with you and Tantia, though?
Continuing to shake hands.
Also nothing!
All right.
Has
anymore.
not stopped shaking hand.
Right, there's never anything between the two of us, as far as I know.
Did you say any more when you what? Whenever he said with the girl, points at Argo, girl him, he said stuff with her.
Roar. You remember when I came back about a year ago and I said that there was a someone?
Yeah. It's not, he like looks at Argo, you mean it wasn't? He's like,
No.
No.
No, that's gross.
Points to random bar patron. That guy too. Drinks for him.
Oh god. Okay, so basically, that someone was a woman named Tantia. And Aviana is beet red and not looking at Rory, just looking at her drink.
Oh.
So that's why you don't want to be with them.
So-
Yes.
So, no, there's not, Rory, there's nothing there anymore, I promise. But, yeah.
I'm not sure why you gotta tell me that. I'm not like there's got no stake in that.
I know, but I know you worry about dumb shit.
Flick a silver at his head.
Aviana, she's basically a criminal.
I'm a Rory!
No, you are a pre-reformed individual. Once we get you to post-reformed,
I'm gonna put 5 gold in his armor.
then we'll be good.
Now, Aviana, member of the Platinum Watch.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that'll happen. I can't even get in there unless I sneak in.
Which, of course, you haven't done before.
Oh, never. No, that's definitely not how
That would
Rory
be
and I met,
ridiculous.
ever.
No, when she was, it was.
Got lost.
I
So,
think.
Yeah, oh god, Rory, that was 15 years ago.
That's longer than me and Kenny know each other.
yeah, I was still breaking into people's houses 15 years ago.
Oh.
Wait,
That sounds like an interesting story.
Aviana.
Mm-hmm.
So, what?
What?
Past tense?
What do you mean?
Girl, him?
Yeah, no, past tense. Past tense. I haven't seen her in a year. There's
He's
nothing
busy
there.
doing the smooch on Fanny right now, probably.
On who?
I was avoiding that.
I got them I got
yeah,
them here,
Fenris.
so I don't know. They should. Hopefully, assuming they're not dead, which.
I miss
They'll
those
be,
guys so much.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
they'll be in that
chug
room
my
right over
drink.
there. I'm just gonna point to one of the upper rooms.
You want to stick with these guys, right?
Oh, I never said that.
You said yeah, you did.
The world can be an unfeeling, unforgiving place, and sometimes the only thing you can do is smile at it and shake its hand.
I always think not the world, but life is kind of like a penis. Sometimes it gets hard for no reason.
I'll drink to that.
Aviana is just biting her lip, trying not to laugh. I hate you.
Avi, do you want to meet the High Lord?
I don't know if that would be a great idea for me.
It's a wonderful idea.
Stumbles out of his room. Just, Avi!
Avi! You thought about something! If you're gonna be in the highest
I'm sure
standard, you should come meet the High Lord.
I'm sure you remember, but words that your mother once told you regarding the High Lord come back to you?
No thanks.
Assuming you're still anywhere near Argo at this point, there will be a... He is probably your best bet to find what you're looking for, you know that, right?
You're just being shy.
I know that, but
You gotta take a chance sometime.
you know I'm not good at that.
I've met him, he's not that bad.
Really?
Gave us a lot of food.
Pulling out the letter and just pointing to the thing where it says to the members of the highest standard, and then just eyebrow wiggling.
Dante and I got invited to a meeting with them alongside these nerds, and he was pretty gracious.
Shame his daughter's running for High Lord.
If I'm with the rest of you, I might be okay. I don't know about him.
It's good not to trust those in power.
He's not a demon. I checked. Just throwing that out there.
You would have.
I always check.
I know.
Except around you. It's no use doing it around you.
Sorry.
You don't know where it is.
All we have to do is stop by the Dragging Dagger in the morning, have you sign a paper, and then we'll go and see him.
I do have to sign, don't I?
Alright. And with that, with the sun, the rays of the sun beginning to peek over the horizon and a gentle light illuminating the grassy plains, we're gonna stop there. And
thanks for hanging out, y'all. We
Later,
appreciate
guys.
you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.